Now I've got to carefully drag this over.
So we're keeping it like this, or?
Well, it's either like that or like
Ah,
that. Which do you
I like
guys think
that.
is better? You like that better?
Yeah.
I'm happy to go with
That's
either.
cool. You can see everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to rearrange my screen property. There we go. Nice.
You need to buy a second screen. You really do.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that expensive. Just buy a small little monitor. It's like 50 quid or something.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't want to carry. Well, actually, I've ordered new luggage, including like the roll-on thing. So I gotta see. Hope I've measured the computer and it should fit in there. But Logan has a strange life, so it may not. We'll see. But yeah, then if a small monitor will also fit in and all that, then yeah, I may just drag that around with me. But as it is, everybody takes 6 cards.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Now, is there actually your guys' sound is okay, but I'm curious.
Damn it. I drew 9 by accident. Matt, do you want my 3? So I drew 9 by accident.
The what?
I drew 9 by accident. Do you want 3?
Oh, yeah, go on.
I'll just trade them to you. Because I drew 9 by accident.
And he's our computer expert. That's the sad thing.
It was an accidental click.
Your accident. Shut up. Yes. Oh, shit. Hold on. Cool.
Any reds, Matt?
Right.
Why is your headphones plugged in? I thought you got the wireless ones.
They need to charge sometimes.
Oh.
I don't know if I want the camera.
Can you move it up a bit? It looks like we're getting ready to give you a blowjob.
Exactly. No, it's stupid because I mean, you guys have it like set up perfectly. Mine either sits on top, so it's like looking down on me, and I'm always like looking down, or I put it down on the table, and it makes me look like I'm fucking ready for a close-in blowjob shot.
That's perfect. That's better right there.
Yeah, that kind of hot. It's in the middle of the screen. That's why.
Do you have stuff you can stack it on?
Why don't you just put it on top of the screen and tilt it down?
That's what I did, but it still doesn't look great.
Oh.
Let's see it.
Oh, it's like that. It's like...
That looks better than a blowjob shot, honestly.
Yeah. Tilt it down.
I mean, look at the bright side of things, Matt. You've still got your hairline. It hasn't receded up so that we get like the shiny baldness. So you're okay.
I've got strong hair. Strong hair.
That's the first time I've ever heard anybody's hair referred to as their physical strength, but you know, I don't need to know what it can bench.
You've never heard of Samson?
Well stated. Does anybody have any reds?
I haven't even checked yet. 1 second. Oh, and I happened to just, I don't know why, but I was like, oh, I'm going to check out my BIOS on fucking Roll20. And it's like, there's all these things that you can achieve, these achievements you can get as a player. And I was like, oh my God, I'd got like 10,000 rolls in Roll20 and like 250 hours played on Roll20. I was like, that's crazy.
250?
Wow.
Right.
I have no idea how much Freddy's got on that.
I do have a red.
About 1,400.
I just wanted to see.
Ooh.
You have about 1,000, I know that.
I got no idea.
I still think for how much I normally play, 250 is still a good amount.
Oh, yeah. It's like that.
Right, I've got The Gods Hate You, so luckily I didn't have anything too bad.
Oh, yeah, that's a discard and refill. By the way, are you working on food also?
Yes. Can't do multiple things. I'm a man.
Oh.
I will leave. I don't know why I'm going to leave it, but I'll leave the limited retrieve. I'm going to retrieve the limited retrieve. That's it. It's the best card I've got. Alright, 6 more
The interesting
cards.
thing, Matt, is this program can supposedly hold up to 6 people, So I'm not suggesting gaming with over 3, but for gamer talks and shit like that, that could be interesting.
Yeah, I think GM and 4 players is not pushing it too bad.
I found that when we GM4, we actually get 3.5. One person is pretty much in the back seat. That's why I went with.
That depends on who you get.
No, I mean every time somebody.
No,
if you get a bunch of dominant people, then you get people.
If it was me, Chris, Pete, and Freddie, I doubt.
Freddie will get his ass pushed in the fucking back seat.
He won't. No,
he will be
not,
at the
not
little kids table.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, no, he's not the kind of person to go, you guys shut the fuck up. I need to say he's not that dude.
Anything interesting, Matt?
Yeah, I was just going to say, do you want I'll be a great wizard someday. What's your essence?
10. So yes, please.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
10. Yeah, alright. Just give me crap back.
There you go.
What's this saying? There's already a trade pending. Oh, where is it again? Be a wizard someday. Be a great wizard someday. What's this called in there? Right, there we go.
I'm gonna play that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my rest of my cards are poop. Really, really poop.
I have a few interesting ones, but nothing useful at the moment.
Absolutely poop. Right.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're sitting in Henry Young's office, and he's like, so the destroyer of automobiles has returned.
Look, I didn't do it on purpose. And the last one wasn't my fault.
How many are you up to now, Freddie?
2. Well, technically they both weren't my fault.
Don't worry, we have something special for you because I don't want my insurance rates to go up.
Well, they said great things come in 3s, right?
Well, we bought him a special car. We're hoping
is it a bumper car?
I hadn't thought of that, he says, but no, it's just a cheap car. Even if you trash it, it'll only be half the price of the deductible from the better cars.
Why don't you just get better insurance?
Because it would cost me more money as opposed to you. Here's your case. Dr. John Sinclair, the county coroner in Burlington, needs some help.
Wait, what?
I said, Dr. John Sinclair, the county coroner in Burlington, needs some help.
I saw that's what you said.
I just stare at it.
Drowning victims in Lake Champlain are not that unusual, nor is it unusual for such victims to wash ashore in various stages of decomposition. The number of some victims, though, has been unusually high in the past year, 10 in the past 10 months, 1 per month or so. The last case demanded unusual attention for a number of reasons. First, the victim has been positively identified as Roberta Euclair. We'll call her Roberta Eclair if we have to. Here's a copy paste of that name because
I prefer that.
You prefer to call her Eclair? Very well. And
I will call her Robert Eclair.
She's the wife of a local councilman. Mrs. Eclair vanished 2 days before her body was discovered while walking her dog Scamp near the shores of Lake Champlain. Scamp turned up at home the next morning, dragging his leash. In short, she was unlikely to have gone into the lake of her own accord. Second, while Mrs. Eclair's body was mostly intact, large bits were missing, including a couple of limbs. She wasn't in the water long enough for decomposition or small fish to have accomplished that. Something sectioned her. Third, the coroner is, because of Mrs. Eclair's social prominence, under considerable pressure to figure out what actually happened to her, unlike the previous itinerants and ne'er-do-wells that preceded her and you will not be greatly missed. He waves a sleigh stack at you by society.
Okay.
He hands
Question.
Freddie some car keys.
Why don't we just wait a day so Burlington resets and she'll be back to normal?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean. Here's a road atlas with directions.
Mr. Young, when you say
Burlington,
you mean in Voras, right?
Of course.
Okay. Just wipe some sweat off my forehead. Of course.
I give him the shifty dog eyes.
He looks really confused, like, what are you guys talking about? Here's a road atlas. Here we are. And then there's a dotted line. Here's Burlington. It's a few hours drive away.
And how far is the lake from Burlington?
It sits on the edge of the lake. Burlington itself is a port town servicing barge traffic along Lake Champlain, as well as being a commercial hub.
Okay.
It's got a large population, about 22,000 people.
Excellent.
And where's the body of Roberta?
Not here, not in your trunk.
I would have made it easy.
You might want to check with the coroner, who is in Burlington.
Okay. Is it a big town? Is it going to have resources there, or should we do research before we go?
That's up to you. It's got about 22,000 people in it, so or Sleestack in it, so it's a small town.
But it has like a library.
What's the ratio of Sleestacks to monkeys?
I don't know. I've never been.
Okay.
But there aren't many, as you call them, monkeys in the planet, so.
Very well.
Your car is number 13.
Before we leave, I want to ask for one extra gun magazine, because I'm running low on ammo.
Sure. Oh, by the way, both of you guys don't store anything in lockers here. Somebody went through and stole a bunch of shit from people, so we're having people not use lockers anymore.
I can go and check my locker.
What?
I can go and check my locker.
He gets up and heads out of the office. The guy watches him for a minute, turns his big black eyes on to Kinley and goes,
"Got a drink?"
He pulls out some alcohol and pours you guys each a drink.
Yeah.
I just want to check if my sword's still there.
Give me a luck roll. Lower is better.
Okay. By a quarter.
It is, but something's different about it. Give me a smell roll. You're plus 10.
Great. Yeah, made it by half.
Smells like some sort of chemicals and stuff are on the sword, and it's shinier for some reason. You don't know what's up.
Oh. Someone polished my sword.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave it there. Do they have any like cases or anything I can store the sword in?
For a sword? No, they don't. They may have a rifle case. Give me a luck roll.
Sure, yeah, rifle case will do.
That'll confuse the shit out of the cops. Let's see what's in that rifle case. A sword, eh?
Oh.
I don't know.
Just a normal sword.
You find an old battered up one that nobody will miss. Stuff your sword in it. Zip it up.
All right. Come back to Alex. You ready?
Alex, give me a storytelling roll as you're hanging out with this guy.
Storytelling roll?
Yeah, he wants to hear like a funny story and shit while you guys are sitting and drinking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I've actually got...
Oh, Oh, nice.
No idea why it rolled twice, but no, failed on the first one.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it. No problem. Yeah, he shrugs. He's here. All right. I haven't seen the car, but I've been assured by the guy. He names the guy that you personally met when you were off in Hong Kong, Freddie. He went and got it. He said it's number 13. I don't know what deal is with that, but he got it at a good discount. So good luck.
Thanks. I think.
Yeah. That reminds me. You have a driver's license?
No, I'm not from here.
Don't get pulled over. Here's the insurance and registration.
How do I apply for a driver's license?
We'll see if we can get you one. Alex, was it you have a PI license?
Yeah.
Great. You have a driver's license?
No.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Just like old times, Alex.
Indeed.
No ID, no.
Just like the old times.
All right.
Well, could you leave the crystal decanter? It was a gift, he says to Kinley.
What crystal decanter? I walk out.
He just glares after you.
I'll put the rifle / sword in the trunk. Lock it up. Oh, okay.
First, let me describe the car. This was
Right.
definitely used in a crash 'em up derby at some point and then pounded out. It has number 13 spray painted on each door and the roof. And it looks like there's some extra grills on there in case you want to smash into something. There's also 2 rubber sleeve stack inflatable blow up sex dolls sitting in the back seat.
Nice. I
I've
get in the
never
back seat.
seen an inflatable. Right. Kinley gets in the back seat and shows him a inflatable girl on each side.
Yeah. Pimp daddy.
Also, he has to crawl through the window to get in. The doors don't open.
Why?
It appears they've been welded shut.
Does the trunk open at least?
It's wired shut, but you might be able to get it open.
Wired shut.
Yeah, it looks like it was meant to be permanent, but you might be able to get in there.
All right. Can I put the rifle case between the front and back seat on the floor?
It irritates Alex Kinley if you do that.
And he's busy with CSAC. You won't notice.
Right. Alex, you got an uncomfortable thing resting across your feet.
Well, yeah. Just put your feet on top of it, fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, I'll get in the driver's seat. I'll hand
It's
Alex.
got like a
the map.
sleeve stack skull for the gear shifter.
Ew. Alex,
It's
tell
not
me
a
where to
real
go.
skull.
Huh?
Tell me where to go. You have the
Right.
map, so
Yes, I
I'm
do.
driving.
Yes. First, to a knitting store.
Okay.
It's
Uh,
very, very important.
I'll go look in the store.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Eventually, you guys find a knitting store. By the way, this thing kind of goes. The engine sounds like it's been through better days. And when you pulled out of the parking lot, there's like a little dip between the parking lot and the street. When you went to dunk over it, you heard all 4 hubcaps fall off and roll around on the ground.
Nice.
Right.
Stay in the car, leave the engine running. I'll be right back. I'll run into the store. Logan, I buy an assortment of knitting stuff, needles and
Yarn and
twine.
shit.
Yeah, yarn and all that shit.
Small, medium, or large amount. Are you wanting to make like whole outfits for people?
No, I just want enough so I can like just knit stuff. Lots. Yeah, just lots. Large.
Right. 70 sleeve stack dollars later.
Nice.
Damn, that's expensive.
Oh, he did want a lot of shit. He comes out with a couple big bags of shit and stuffs them in the back seat and then crawls through the window. like somebody giving birth in reverse, which of course triggers Freddy's flashbacks as you see his upper half like crawling in. You're like, oh, my ass hurts.
It's so good.
All right, now Alex, what's all that?
Oh, it's for me to knit on the journey. I take out the needles and I start knitting.
You're thinking that
It's
he's
not that old.
Oh yeah, he's over 3,000 years old.
All right.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, so long as you pay attention to the map.
Oh yes, of course. The map. Yep, go straight.
All right, cool.
You have severe doubts filling your brain, Freddie, that he's paying attention to any kind of map.
Right. How many sewing rolls can I get in the journey?
You're making something in specific. You're not just skill whoring it, right?
No, I'm trying to knit like a gloves or a hat or a
one gloves, one hat, one face mask. Yeah,
scarf.
Great. Try one for each. It's a long ass ride. Your navigate roll will be at half though, because the knitting is much more interesting.
Come on, you motherfucker! Ah!
You are ready for the worst fashion show ever, but fortunately you have a model up front.
I've made a nice gimp mask.
Well, I have one already.
Give me your navigation roll at half. You're not really paying attention to the streets and shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just ignoring the map and going right up here, 1 mile, 1.5 mile, turn right now. I said right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and right, you guys eventually reach Burlington. It is it's creepy as fuck as you enter it. But you notice that this Burlington is spelled differently than the other Burlington, which you guys were worried about. This one is spelled like this. It has no letter Y in it.
Okay.
So you mean it's spelled properly?
Yeah.
Shut up. It's yes. It's it looks like I call it a fairly small town, 22,000 people and change.
So it doesn't look anything like the Burlington we know.
Not at first glance, but you do find like as you're driving through and stuff that there's some of the homes look creepily similar and shit. I think both of you have your space-time shit maxed out already, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys are fucking hardened to all this. You're like, fuck you, Slee Stack wandering around. You don't see any other humans around.
Okay. So, I look in the rearview mirror. To the coroner's office, or?
Yes, first things first, though. Let's get some protection on. Yeah.
He puts on a condom. You're having more flashbacks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot my fucking times 3. It failed anyway. Casting spell. Casting!
He pounds on the thing. The Slee Stack inflatable women in the back are thrashing around as he's needing arm movement. People stop and stare at the car, and it looks like the Slee Stack women are going berserk, but they're obviously inflatable ones. So this is cutting a lot of looks as you're driving down the street in your noisy-ass car. He just keeps going, and
I turn up the radio to drown him out a little.
Right. You turn on the radio and you hear, all right,
what is going on?
Get the sniper in position.
What is going on, man?
The target is coming into view in 3 minutes.
Fuck's sake.
It doesn't seem to be music, and it doesn't seem to, the dial doesn't work for changing station.
Hell?
Reverse dice on the 20 or 2. That's next spell.
Do you need the next spell up?
I
do. Which tree?
Nice.
Gate and time.
Would you like to hum the Doctor Who theme? Okay. Hold on, let me find it real quick here.
Yeah, of course, mine first time. Right, you got phase ready?
Thank you.
We are phased the fuck up.
That lasts until used or one day? Or till nighttime
Is it a
comes?
dumb defense or a smart defense?
Dumb defense.
No, smart. Well, no, you get to choose, but use it before
smart
the
defense,
damage.
then.
Before the
okay.
damage.
Somewhat smart defense.
Yeah. So you have to claim before the damage you're using your phase.
Okay, so you'd gotten your crit on phase. Wow.
Yeah, it's basically sun up till used or next sun up.
Right. Wow, the next spell is rather neat.
Cool.
It takes a long time to cast, but
I've got a long time. Actually, that spell takes quite a long time to cast as well.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh wow, teleport!
Holy
Nice.
shit!
You can teleport now.
Well, I don't know if he's bound himself anywhere yet, but yes.
I bound myself many places. I just can't remember the last place I bound myself to.
Well, and plus it's you bind yourself once per zone. It has to be in the same zone.
Yeah, but you can have different bind points in different zones.
As long as you keep track of them, sure.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
But
I'll add that on the spell.
I suppose the only thing with this, of course, is it's probably only useful if you don't have a trump at that location.
Or if you're needing to get the fuck out of somewhere in 5 rounds. The group teleport is obviously better, and that's, I believe, the next one up if you can get a crit on this thing. It's one of the two choices you'd have is group teleport or reorient gate if you can get a crit in teleport.
What's that? Sorry, say again?
Either group, if you get a crit in teleport, you can choose between group teleport, where everybody goes to your bind spot, not everybody to their own bind spots, always keep the party together, or reorient gate is the other choice.
Oh yeah, that's the one that Pete took, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't last that long, but it lasts for a bit.
I'm gonna also
5 rounds is not too bad.
Since Alex seems to be giving up a combat potentially, I'm gonna do the same as well, just in case.
Well, keep in mind that the spell he casts on you only lasts till nightfall. You could literally spend days researching.
Well, I don't know what's gonna happen, so.
You've got the range set to self. Wouldn't it be better to put like zone? So you know it's within the zone?
It's in the description. First sentence.
Okay. Just means it'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Alright, cool. My spell's done. Got quit for no reason. Because of course I did.
Hooray! Yeah, I already explained why I'm not having backfilling, didn't I? On your idea of if you get a crit, there's nowhere for it to go?
Yeah.
Cool. Yes. I want everybody to end up with different shit depending on what they work on as a.
That's better. Alright.
Right. So we are at the.
Opposed to. I've told. Yes. Sorry. Let me get back to that. There you go. The coroner's place. It looks like this is a small enough town that the coroner's place looks to be kind of a not all that secured kind of part-time gig. We're not talking professionalism CSI shit here. We're talking minor coroner thing. We're not talking New York City coroner and shit like that. We're talking kind of part-time gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like small township.
Yeah. You guys pull up. You notice the gas is almost done.
Of course it is.
You haven't turned off the car yet.
Should we go and fill up first?
Did we see a gas station nearby?
It might not restart again.
Several gas stations nearby.
Yeah, let's go fill up real quick.
No problem. You guys go to a gas station and there's all these signs, turn off engine, before pumping gas.
Yeah.
And he turns it off and it goes and then it goes kind of backfires and everybody kind of crouches and looks around.
Drop
It
roll.
seems to be off now.
Drop and roll.
I wait a good minute before I do that.
You guys stare warily at the car. All right. Yeah. Eventually you get it filled up with gas and stuff. You discovered that the gas tank looks like it underwent some structural damage, so you can't just put in the thing and leave it going. You have to kind of hold it because it won't insert all the way because it's kind of twisted, like they didn't do a good job of pounding it back into shape. So you gotta hold it, and it causes some of the gas to leak out onto the ground and shit. Freddie's expression says it all. It's like 2 cars. And they downgraded me to this. There you go.
All right. So how much?
Car's
how much
full.
is? How much
Let's see.
Is
$12 because this is a bit. Or wait, no, sorry. This is year 2000. $24.
What? Year 2000? What?
Yeah, you guys are in what's it called?
Boris.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1980s. What are you talking about?
No, 1980s tech, year 2000. Oh yeah, shit. Hold on, man. Let me double check that. I could be wrong here. I thought, oh no, it's Shermer that's the year 2000. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes, $12. $12. This is back in the good old days when you fill up your tank for almost nothing. Not like Matt with his fucking normal mid-sized car and it costs him, $3,000 to fill it up. It's like,
yeah,
that $30 of receipts.
No problem. You get a receipt.
Cool. Back to the coroner's office.
This car would not win any stealth competitions ever.
It's good that we're not trying to be stealthy.
Mm-hmm. You guys pull up, and after the car gives its last explosion, you guys back away from it. The 2 blow-up dolls in the back are sitting there wearing knitted goods now.
Yeah. Well, it's important that they had clothes. We're going into society here.
Right. They both look at you like they have a perpetually surprised expression.
I know. I'm as shocked as you are.
No problem. You guys head in and meet up with Dr. Sinclair. He's down there cutting in on some slee stack, and he goes, puts down his tools, comes over, he goes, "What is the meaning of this interruption?"
I'm just looking pretty.
I'd show him my ID.
He leans forward and looks at it with his huge bulbous black eyes and goes, "Thank God you've arrived. Please, let me finish up here. Give me a few minutes, and I would be happy to. Perhaps you would enjoy seeing this. It's quite interesting."
Yes, please, I would.
I'll wait outside.
Very well, very well. Right this way, young monkey, and takes you over. Give me a Sandy roll for gross out, Matt, as he's showing you various interesting things.
From my coat, I pull out the crystal decanters.
Fair. As long as you don't spill it on the body, he doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
He'll take a hit himself. Sure. Yeah. It's 1 point toward gross out.
Yeah.
Or toward slee stack if you don't have that max
I've
yet.
got that max.
Now, because you've got the doctor doing this, give me and you're brave enough to be in here. Give me a What's your normal learn?
20.
Cool. Give me a learn plus 20 to try to, or give me a learn roll. Try to pick up a new skill here. If you crit, you get a specialized skill.
Fumble.
You learn nothing. Fuck it.
Right.
The alcohol is good. The company is great. You're having a nice time. So, yeah, eventually he gets cleaned up, has you retrieve the delicate one, and takes you over to have a chat. And he says, "What would you like to know? Or do you want me to just tell you what I know?"
Tell us what you know.
All right. Yeah. There's been a string of 10 similar wash-up of section bodies from the lake over the past year. Each has been discovered roughly monthly. None of the bodies have been in the water more than a few days when discovered. They'd washed up within a range of a couple hundred meters north of the city docks. Until the last victim, all of the men didn't have positive identification. They were poorly dressed and showed signs of engaging in manual labor. They may have been itinerants of one description or another. Possibly barge hands who didn't return after a night's liberty. The police questioned their employers. Of the two that were suspected to be identified, Gene Lucent and James Desant, but we couldn't be sure it was them. Hold on, name's coming. Yeah. Punk. But their employers told us they were both prone to drink, no known enemies in Burlington, and did not know each other. Each of these gentlemen was among the first wash-ups. As they were decapitated, we weren't sure it was them, but we were guessing. Also, I've kept photographs of the various bodies, and I'm still in possession of Mrs. Claire's body. If you'd like to see the photographs or Mrs. Claire's body, I'd be happy to show it to you.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Right this way. Right, both of you guys give me sandy rolls for either gross out or slee stack.
Take some more swigs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're fine with this.
1 point toward gross out or slee stack, your choice. It looks like visualize a victim of an extremely large shark attack.
Mm-hmm. And all of them were similar.
Well, would you like to see the pictures? I have detailed photographs of the other bodies. I'd be happy to show you.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, give me an air sandy roll as you go through the photographs. Photograph.
Getting gross out, maxed out.
This one is 0 if you make it.
Oh.
Sorry. Cool. Yeah, I mean, photographs are a lot easier to cope with than, look at this corpse.
Let's see more corpses.
I want to have sex with the corpse.
Yeah, so
right.
let's look into it well.
So, yeah. He points out various things on the corpse and stuff. I'm not sure. What?
Anything of useful information that you could tell us about?
Give me forensic rolls.
Ooh.
He's clueless on all this stuff because
what? He's a
foreigner. Yeah, he says I don't really have anything solid to go on. I just have. He holds up a bunch of goo. It's nothing solid.
Goo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I look at the chemistry expert.
Oh no, it's goo from the body.
Ah, okay.
So, what would you like to know?
Well, do you know what kind of animal could have done this?
No, but with my forensics training, I believe it was not small fish worrying at the body.
Okay.
Gee,
that was a good roll.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't have any sharks. It's a freshwater lake. We have no sharks. Otherwise, I would guess it a shark.
Do the limbs look like they've been torn off or carefully cut off?
I wouldn't say carefully.
But is it like a slice or like a ripped apart?
Yes and yes, both. Variety.
Huh?
Oh, by the way, both of you guys give me super good spot hiddens, like at half or better. If you make that another forensics roll for something he's missed, because he's not expecting him.
Got it by 30.
Excellent. You get to make a forensics roll since you made your super good spot.
Come on, forensics. Come on, you piece of shit. Yay!
There's something interesting. You're thinking with all the other wounds, they look kind of sharp.
Pliers.
He gives you some pliers. It looks warily. You notice that it looks like there may be some sort of piercing wound at the heart area. So in addition to like whatever big went chomp, chomp, chomp to different parts of the body, I mean, there's like legs missing or something just said, I want to snap this body in half, at the gut and stuff like that. In addition to all these horrific wounds and then whatever horrible shit happened while they were putrefying in the water, which is fucking disgusting. And the slee stack do not smell any better dead than alive. It appears that there may have been some sort of trauma into the heart.
On your opinion, what would be the cause of death?
He tries his forensic roll. Well, there was no water found in the lungs, so I'm pretty certain that drowning was not it. I would have to say trauma.
But no water was found in the lungs?
Not much. Not enough to show that they drowned.
What about time of death?
Hard to say. They were found, according to my analysis, they'd possibly been in the water for 3 to 5 days before found.
It's a long time.
It is a very long time, but the bodies all seem to turn up at about the same area, and it was definitely figured out that they were not there before.
Okay. Could the bodies have been attacked, killed, and then, well, not the bodies, but the people attacked, killed, and then dumped in the water? Rather than
unlikely. The area is very close to town. It's within sight of the docks. So pulling up with a corpse and tossing it in may have been noticed, especially given how many different corpses we have now.
Or maybe dumped somewhere else and it's just washed up there.
How do you mean?
Well, there's potential currents even in lakes.
Currents, yes. Take a refill of your hand, Kinley. I hadn't considered currents before. It is very possible. I don't know what the currents are like here, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we will find out. That's going to
very well.
I'm going to take a full refill because I don't really have anything decent.
That's really all the information that I have, but if you need anything else, here, take a look at this spine on Mrs. Eclair. It shows signs of both crushing and chopping injuries.
Nice.
I'm not sure what could have done something like that. But this lake holds many, many dark secrets and ancient past things. And, well, I'm sure that it wasn't. If we know one thing, though, he laughs, it wasn't Champ.
Champ?
That's right.
What's a champ?
Oh, it's what this town's famous for. People come from miles around. It's the legend of Champ. He's our local equivalent of a Loch Ness monster. You can buy stuffed dolls of him and all that sort of thing.
Sorry, what's the name again?
Champ.
Champ.
That's right.
Your connected server has been interrupted.
Well, fuck me in the ass.
Roll 20.
And roll 20. I was looking at the new program.
No, that's doing fine. I've got your connection to the server has been interrupted. Anything you do right now?
Oh, mine hasn't, which is weird. Matt put me on.
Mine's fine as well.
Yeah, it sometimes comes back after a couple, or it always comes back after a minute or so. I have no idea why.
I just won't roll for a minute.
Yeah, Matt stuck. Well, I would try just a couple of random rolls just to know when it. I'll let you know. We'll let you know when we actually see some dice.
I've just done a D4 if you're not seeing that.
Not yet,
Nope.
but right. Yeah, Matt got me the hardwire and stuff. So
I know that.
Well, we always had it, but he just never asked for it. So
yeah, no, Matt hooked me right up. Good. Speaking of hookup, Matt.
Yeah, I'm doing food right now, so I'm going to be a bit distracted.
Good. I thought you were masturbating. I was really concerned.
Could be.
Do you have the location of Mr. Claire's family?
Oh yes, they live here in town.
We have the address, please.
Certainly, he gives you the address after carefully cleaning off his paws. Please be careful when you're talking to the councilman about his wife because, well, you know, politic.
I'm assuming they've been informed of the death.
Yes. Also, I've let the police know that I'd called in outside help. They were very against it, but Detective Jim Summers knows that you're in town. Jim Summers.
Okay. When did the police officially start looking into these deaths?
About a year ago.
And it took you a year just to call us?
Well, you see, the other people who died were of no consequence. But now that a councilman's wife has died, I mean, itinerants die all the time. I mean, just the other day, somebody ran over one with a forklift. It was a horrible tragedy. The forklift.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. He pats you on the shoulder.
Might be worth asking the police what they know.
Well, if you want, but like I said, Detective Jim Summers was extremely against bringing you in.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wow.
What's the name of Mr. Claire's husband? Or ex-husband, I suppose.
No, they're still married, technically.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I'll get it annulled eventually. That would be Mr. Eclair.
All right, does Mr. Eclair and Detective Summers, do they know each other? Are they...
I'm not really sure who knows who in town.
All right.
I'm guessing that they know who each other are.
Very well. And who discovered the body?
It was take a card for asking good questions, Freddie. It was discovered by some children who were out trying to fish. I guess they caught more than they bargained for, huh? He says.
I just stare at him like, really? All right.
You have to remember that Sleestack are pretty much like violence doesn't bother them the way that it bothers humans. Because monkeys like each other more.
So the children found the body. All right.
Look at Freddie leading the investigation.
I'm just doing my part. I'm not leading shit.
Shut up. So, what are you going to
do? I think we should try and find out what Miss Claire was doing in her last hours. Retrace her steps.
I think she was walking her dog. Scam.
Yes, but where? What time?
My guess would be along the shore of the lake. But you know your own business. That's why you
What
belong
happened? What happened?
to
What happened to
doggy.
the dog? Do you know?
It returned back to. I thought I put that in the report that I gave
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Henry.
yeah. I just thought I'd double check. Make sure
Oh,
you.
it returned to its home, dragging its leash. That's how they knew that Mrs. Eclair was in trouble.
All right. Oh, that. Hey, Alex. You don't know how to. You don't see. You don't happen to know how to talk to dogs, do you?
Talk to what?
Dogs.
The coroner's head slowly swivels to focus in on.
I mean, you are a monkey, you know.
We're monkeys. What are
Yeah.
you then?
I am also a monkey. But
No,
you're an alpha. You're an
don't-
alpha
Can
monkey.
monkeys really talk to dogs?
don't believe I have the ability to talk to dogs. No, not yet.
All right.
Did you check my message?
I'm going to Facebook and not seeing any message from you.
No, on anytime, anywhere on the Roll20.
No message has popped up yet.
Oh fuck! So it's still not.
Matt, reload your
Okay.
thing.
Oh yeah, just hit the refresh button. The little spinny arrow.
Spinny arrow.
It still says you have 5 cards, by the way. I don't know if you rebuild or not.
Spinny arrow.
Right, did that not come through? Right. Oh god damn it.
Oh, it says Maddie is typing. 57 Milano 57. Is that the name of the restaurant?
It's Italian. I kind of feel like some Italian. I've only got 5 cards. Oh no, shit! It didn't do my refill.
Yeah, just do it again.
Let's see, menu. When the fuck would order pizzas? Oh, you can get pizzas with a bottle of house wine.
God damn it.
Lowbrow, yeah, classy.
Anything for Matt?
No, got lots of useful things, but then I also got a Gods Hate You.
What? Refill your hand.
Well, at least you got those out of the way early, I guess.
What am I going to leave on top?
Can you sing the Drunken Sailor song?
That's a shame, man. I had Slip Up. That could have been handy. I had Unhindered. I had Patriotism. I'll leave Patriotism on top. It's worth a refill.
Ooh, slip up, really? You don't want to keep up?
I don't know if we're going to really need one in this hunt. Maybe for the cop. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, again?
What
yeah,
now?
Gods Hate You?
Slap. 2 other cards. Accounting plus 20. Fast draw plus 20. Dissemination. Skill 5.
I've never had that before.
What?
I'll copy paste it.
Play this card. Take 2 cards and play them into. Have you got 2 shit cards, Freddie?
I have.
Actually, just make it 1 shit card.
Yeah, I have 1 shit. Well, even 2, actually.
Actually, you know what? Actually, don't worry about it.
Okay. I have a planet as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to discard that and play the dissemination. Keep that one myself, so 5 cards is still good. 5 cards. Come on, no reds. Fuck you. Fuck your couch. God damn it.
Are you hitting all landmines today? Is that the deal?
I think so.
Everyone
Discard
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to discard.
Should I discard Masterpiece? Probably, right?
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
not
know.
gonna do it.
He's really wanting to get some knitting in and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
unless you quit your knitting roll.
Right. I'm playing Insta-Hero.
Nice.
Do you have a retrieve or limited retrieve?
No.